Ammarheia and the Empires of Apollyon. Book 4, Dragon Wars 2, a collection of our shared present. Chapter 1. Father, great king of all, son of Leugana. I'm the daughter of the great Apollo. I'll be great too once I'm not just a girl. He leads a royal steed, my pony follows, leaves me the most blessed princess in the world. And he plays dress up, daddy's so funny. Tea parties and holidays to the shore, sailing round reading books when it's sunny, banquets, promenades, and galas galore. Despite the peasants' blame, complaints, and shame, I'm lucky to have you as my pod. The finest stars and nobles praise your name, saying Apollo would best Amon-Ra. Round the dragon, I'll strut and sing it loud, taming the lions, I will make you proud. Round the dragon, I'll strut and sing it loud, taming the lions, I will make you proud. All for Apollyon, son of Leugana. Those selfish people owe you everything. Their lives, labors, coins, and children are yours. I shall trump their paws with 2 wedding rings, doing what men can in 24 wars, and bring your empires back to prominence, making loyal sons from your greatest foes, to unleash a new era of dominance, an epoch of peace no god dare oppose. It is I, Leugana the Liberator, my quest to conquer through finesse not force, raise a savior in my incubator, his, to trample earth under steely horse, restoring your crown in your creation. All I would do is for Apollyon, restoring your crown in your creation. All I would do is for Apollyon. Leugana the Vanquisher, Tewtoh, scribe of Apollyon. The deepest, wisest, and most clever of all time, King Apollo the brilliant towers above any other. His grand mind outsizes even the circuitry of Jupiter. The luster of his formulations outshines any star. It was he who created Leugana from his own bread, he who nurtured her and raised her as a princess. With his many lessons she became so formidable. In her he planted and fostered a divine deviance. He taught many secret tactics and gave her a plan. Leugana is the chosen one who will restore order. A procession crossed the dragon west and north. With pageantry, she was sent out to find a suitor. Ambitious men sought her hand in Apollo's favor. With 2 sons of Gulai she bore Francis and Sid. After finding Arthur's son, they conceived James. Lions acted as men, becoming pawns in her game. Complimented by Apollyon, her sons rose high, besting cousins and becoming kings themselves. Then were controlled by gold as simple puppets, and thus the empires of Apollyon are increased. The scroll does not end, son of Ammarheia. Battle still raging, mothers cursing gods, cyclical stories, like hands on the clock, generations lost and brothers at odds. The scroll does not end, the wars will not stop. Damn Apollo, the source of our madness, his control derived from violence and fears. Power originates from the abyss. Terrible rain fueled by blood and by tears. Your purpose, to balance the scales then right. One little lines, make love and start fires. My voice demands change, not cowardly fraud. Feast on the tyrants and crush their empires. Make friends who made you, and not trade you in. Live lives men can't comprehend, then command. Face every fear. Take a dive and transcend. Die for my people. The scroll does not end. Chapter 2. King Tewtoh, my destiny. Sonnet of Leugana. And while you awoke sweating from your dream, down to you I bow, offering this skin. Behold, I am bare, complexion like cream. Play with me, Tewtoh, O God among men. Watch me steal his horn. Set his mind to fire. Princess of passion is prowling again, to drag proud nations beneath my empire. I shall play as the Vulcaness for him. We'll bear a clay son. I'll mold a weapon, for use on the people's champion. Then take the whole world, no Armageddon, the most epic affair there's ever been. Dancing with King Tewtoh, my destiny. Snatching his crown, my greatest legacy. Dancing with King Tewtoh, my destiny. Snatching his crown, my greatest legacy. Leugana and Tewtoh. Tabelio 4. Scribe of Apollyon. Leugana careened easily through Apollo's quest, taking Waller's lands from his grandsons by proxy, seating 3 lions each destined for their throne. With Apollo influencing, they shall become kings. She laid her own plans, then traveled northeast, searching for a legend, then finding him on the tail. The massive hero king studied her from his throne. Mighty as a god was he, but no match for Leugana, whose beauty is unparalleled as is her scheming. With a rare figure and arrogance she seduced him. Her sublime dance felt this king deeply in love. Tewtoh then asked Leugana to be his only queen. The princess accepted and quickly bore him a son. Dark and furious, baby's eyes worried his father, but the queen was smitten, naming the child Bastas. She kept him close, teaching all manner of things. Tewtoh ensured he learned the war arts as he grew. Leugana's desires for coronation grew strong also. She usurped Tewtoh's throne for her son and father, and again, the empires of Apollyon are increased. Mission of the Herald. David, scribe of Delaney. Apollo tortured our good queen till her body quit. Princess Leugana, last of her children he cut out. In death, however, Ammarheia's influence grew. Her spirit now detached and free, but still defiant. Wiser, with sight unencumbered in this new abode, in full gnosis of Earth's dreadful fated course, she vowed to never give up and condemn us to it. Resuming an olden mission, but with a novel skill set. Lips to the royal fortress, whispering of resistance, sending fervent feelings up from the underworld. Inside were her lions caged in storage like cattle. She explains death is near but preceded by glory, directs them to fight hard and free their brother. All revolt and many died to aid in Patrobas' escape. He alone pure of heart, chosen as her fleshy herald. His quest to search the dragon for spirit brothers. They must turn and journey to a perilous new world. Facing tumult there is preparation for a holy war. Now 'tis all on Patrobas, running north and west. His crucial quest. Many threads hang by this one. Tewtoh and His Whore. Teutonian Sonnet. Kingdom in shambles. Our hero, useless. Lust gifted his keys to kings we abhor. When two bullets win, the whole world loses. A love we deplore. Tewtoh and His Whore. Our champion got stuck to the honeypot. The apex killer chose his undoing. Our lands and lives became an afterthought. Wagging tongue followed her to ruin. Our champion got stuck to the honeypot. The apex killer chose his undoing. Our lands and lives became an afterthought. Wagging tongue followed her to ruin. He made us proud and gave us our freedom. We built the greatest kingdom of all. But with one bite they drove us from Eden. She swelled up his prick, then shriveled him small. He made us proud and gave us our freedom. We built the greatest kingdom of all. But with one bite they drove us from Eden. She swelled up his prick, then shriveled him small. Their milk-sopping spawn has us all depressed. Soft to the core like his feminine chest. That milk-sopping spawn still latched on her breast. But no heart to find and vast as his chest. Her words in the wings, Delaney and Sonic. Patrobas walks through Gula's fertile land, wandering, seeking a faded sophist. An Odin still honoring Walla's hand. Patrus was tending bar for separatists. Patrobas divulged to him the truth, who stood stunned at his herald's weighty words, confirmed suspicions he'd had since his youth, forged plans in friendship over burning herbs. Patrus said farewell and then traveled west, hunting another brother from Sid's realm. The herald went east, quest close to his chest. A special rebel waits in vast as hell. From death Ammarheia's vision ascends. Devotees sharing her words in the winds. Through them Ammarheia's vision ascends. New lions roaring her words in the winds. Your Bane, my birthright. The narrative of bastards. My grandfather Apollo, an all-powerful celestial. My father Tewtoh, the greatest mortal warrior, riveted together as rivals in an unending conflict. Both kingdoms, all of the dragon, my inheritance. It is I, Bastas, the one to bring the world together. Who can deny my claim to Apollyon's throne? Who can deny me the world? It is my patrimony. Resist me and I will destroy everything you love. Your ancestors will weep for your enslaved children. If you try me, my birthright will become your bane. Defy me and my legendary sword will impale you. I could take down a titan myself if I so desired, but I have hordes of bloodthirsty lions behind me, and all the power of earth stands at my disposal. With us is the pure and proud history of Apollyon. The legacies of all the dragon empires are mine. It is I, Bastas, curse of all evil plaguing earth. It is I, Bastas, lion who devoured my famed father. It is I, Bastas, authority over your every breath. It is I, Bastas the Great, second only to Apollo. Patrobas in the east, David, scribe of Delaney. Patrobas followed feelings directed by his mother, only listening to the inner inclinations of his body. Crossed the dragon eastward into Tewtoh's lands, discreetly pursuing a line with a name unknown. Keeping secret, he melded with the locals he met, learning cultures and dialects as he investigated. They saw him special but knew not of his mission. A selfless outsider lion who was helpful and kind, willingly toiled for the people. For karmic energy, his mind kept focused. His life orbited the quest, feelings and spirit growing keener as he closed in, finally finding Baldric in a ditch near Ammarheia. This lion was at his lowest, but Patrobas saw him. With grace, helped his brother come back strong. Baldric saluted Tewtoh in our ultimate mission. He believed in Patrobas and swore him an oath, so they enlisted men and gathered the provisions, then captured a ship from Bastas and set sail west. Baldric dropped Patrobas off onto James's wing, his own eyes set on a new world across the old sea. Patrobas on the wing, David, scribe of Delaney. Patrobas was sad to say farewell to more friends, but felt energized with the progress he had made. so he appealed to the spirit, asking for guidance. Upon hearing no answer, he fasted many moons, then gave more of his time and effort to the poor, climbed a jagged mountain and prayed at the peak. With no answers, he escalated his provocations, journeying to the sinking city where James stays, to camp outside the castle and petition the court. But neither the king nor his men would hear of it. Each night at sundown, Patrobas stood and spoke, saying Apollyon will fall into paws of faithful lions. Masses began to gather, marveling at his words, irritating James, who sent men to arrest the pest. At trial, Patrobas was defiant, roaring with flames. He directed rage and truth directly at the throne. Words condemned him to suffer a death by fire, but the people dissented and cut him off the stake. Led by Patrick, rebels smuggled this lion to safety, and so it was Patrick who would sail the old sea. Lion swam the old sea, Delaney and Sonnet. Baldric swam the old sea to find new hope. Dear Patrobas did so to keep his oath. Voyage for Patrick to flee from his Pope. Patrick crossed the sea to seed all new hope. Patricio did so just to steal gold. That's sadly the least of his transgressions. Truth is ugly but not theirs to withhold. Righteous cause is lost to self-obsessions, much like fruit budding from a dying tree. Ammarheia's vision sees fruition. All the lions swam the old sea, but not one would achieve his old mission. Here in Tortuga, laws be a blank scroll. Riches abound but will cost you your soul. Here in Tortuga, laws be a blank scroll. Riches abound but will cost you your soul. Chapter 3. Evil settles Tortuga. David, scribe of Delaney. Patrice, Patricio, Baldric, Patrick, and Patrobas. These lions united in cause, settled on Tortuga. Life was hard in this new feral, uncivilized place. The brothers struggled even to feed themselves. To them, the Tortugan people were animalistic. Brave lions were they, but of an unusual breed, living in harmony with earth, but not with man, incessantly ambushing and slaughtering the settlers. Unable to defend their towns or cultivate crops, brothers reverted to old dragon-learned behaviors. Genocide and slavery creeped till it was the norm. Through old evils they found comfort and wealth, drawing the attention of the empires of Apollyon. Kings James, Sid, and Francis became entangled, demanding a share of spoils taken from Tortuga. But the brothers' sons were greedy and defiant. Following a warrior king named George into war, fighting ferociously, they beat the empires back, claiming independence given them by the Creator. But this new power refused to bestow any freedom. Forever fear my name, the narrative of bastards. Blessed be my grandfather, wise Apollo the Great. I'm so grateful for the quest you've imparted me. Happy am I, serving the King of earth and heaven, pleased to deliver the greater good you envision. With Father's forge I've constructed new weaponry, forces unlike anything this epoch has ever seen, and built up my armies to an unimaginable scale. Each soldier more capable than any of Tewtoh's. Ready am I to unleash a grand tsunami of metal. The most power ever seen will crash on their heads. The whole dragon will bow to Apollo and bastards. All rebels and terrorists will come under our heel. With your blessing and support, I will see it done. I shall destroy every outlying kingdom of Apollyon and consolidate their ruin into one great empire. Everlasting utopia shall be my gift to the world. But most men and lions are stupid and cowardly, unable to see the vision of a virtuous God like you. So crush them all must I, reducing bones to dust. It is our bastards. The world will forever fear my name. With every soul at stake. Letter from Apollo to Francis, Sid, and James. Seed of my seed, I grew your empires out of mud. Blood of my blood, now is my great hour of need. Said Francis James, I beg you, pick up the sword. Bastards will trample all our kingdoms and legacies. In open rebellion, putting himself even above me. This sick lion's ambitions rise taller than the gods. His twisted aspirations are suited for horror plays. He is not mine, not of strong lines like my broom. He is blitzing. My general's insistence unrelenting. With every solar state, he comes for Apollyon. Make haste, you must prepare every able body. Report to the center of the dragon and wage war, in defense of the innocents we swore to protect. I, Apollo the Great, and you my greatest generation, together will achieve history's ultimate victory, and win this war that shall end all others forever. Bastards must be pummeled, punished, and ended. Brave lions, I need your mettle. This is your time. You will stand with me as saviors of all civilization. Millennia after passing, they'll still sing your name. Do you care? I surely don't. Sonnet of Leugana. Followed every word of your instruction. Took violence to levels the conscious won't. Flooded the dragon with mass destruction. All this death, do you care? I surely don't. It's nothing to me. Don't care in the least. A bath of hot blood for soaking my legs. Buffet of bodies, the heavenly feast. Old men and younglings like bacon and eggs. The earth is on fire, my son and I's deed. The terrors of night shall follow his name. Revenge upon lions and men for their greed. We played the truest. It's all just a game. Took violence to levels the conscious won't. All this death, do you care? I surely don't. Took violence to levels the conscious won't. All this death, do you care? I surely don't. The blood flood of Apollyon, Tewtoh and Sonic. That wanderer has not roamed the far east realm. There had not been enough to stop bastards. When the beast went mad, the news overwhelmed. They returned and turned kin into orphans. Back to their fatherland with haste they came. These cold, stern lions had a vendetta. Were they fools? No, they entered the great game. They stain the earth like fields of poinsettias. Scenes so dark, hiding from even torches. That is someone's son lives inside the mud. Ammarheia's brood reduced to corpses, fooled into flooding their homes with their blood. Did it end all wars? Begin paradise. The empire expands. Lions pay the price. Did it end all wars? Begin paradise. The empire expands. Lions pay the price.